I don't know how long it's been, but I'm back. My hair is doing its own thing. I blow dried it after my shower last night, and it's just kind of, it's doing its own thing. And I'm kind of here for it. I like the curly bit there, I like it. It's not in my face. I think that's probably what this is. I don't know. Anyway, I've got an update and a bit of news. Yes. Hang on a second. So, before I get into the main point of why I'm actually on here, I'm chatting with you guys. I had bronchitis, which is not the main point. Hence why I haven't been to the gym for... Right, you know when I went on holiday, 2 weeks at my friend's for a bit? Well, it was after that I caught the bronchitis, and I'm still here, and I've just got over it. I have to move my glasses. I have to have this inhaler to help me breathe a bit better. Honestly, this inhaler is honestly, I'm losing my words now. It's blooming amazing. It's made such a difference, and I'm actually really pleased. Really, really pleased. Bronchitis is really nasty, and you don't want it. I don't know what's worse, that or thrush. Probably thrush, because you're throwing up more. And I didn't need the inhaler with thrush, though, to be fair. But it started off as a cold, as it does. And it's just not... Yeah, a lot of things start with a cold and you think, oh, I'm going to be alright. I'm just sniffing a bit, need to blow my nose, the usual shit, And it's like, oh, that'll go. And then, I had a cold before bronchitis. Got rid of it really quickly, actually. The quickest I've got rid of a cold. Probably in a long time, or actually ever. I don't know. And then the bronchitis came and, Google it, I can't be arsed. I put a small description of it in my last video. If you watch that, you can read what it's saying. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if I've mentioned on here at all anything about waiting on a list to have an autism assessment to see if I'm autistic. Now, the older you are, the longer the bloody wait. Trust me. So, before I get into whether I am or not, because I do know the answer, before I get into it, I want to explain the long journey I went through to get to today, because today was the assessment, and it was a lot of bloody hassle just to get here. And if you think I'm joking, I wish I was, but I'm really not. So, what had happened was, over 2 years ago, oh my god, nearly 2 years. I've just worked out the maths in my head, because it was so long ago. I had to sit here and really think back. This is what I'm saying. This is only some of the story. It's quite a story as well. So, I then thought, right, about over a year ago, nearly 2 years ago now, I kept thinking, and others kept thinking, that I'm autistic. And I thought, right, do I do anything about it? Do I leave it? I wasn't sure what to do. And I procrastinated for, I don't know if I said it correctly, you know what I'm saying, for a really long time. And is it going to make any difference? No. Will it confirm, if it turns out I have got it, will it confirm what I think and others think and have done for a while? It would if I get told I have it. Now, I got on the phone with Autism Hampshire. I can't remember if I rang and spoke on my own when I first rang or whether I had somebody with me. I can't think that far back. I really cannot do that. So I then said, I've got to sort this out. It would help me understand my behaviour all these years, why I take things the way I do, the way I act, why I say certain things, everything. It will help me understand me, right? My brother's autistic. My uncle is autistic. So I understood quite a fair bit about autism. I've got friends that are autistic. My boyfriend's autistic and ADHD. One of my cousins is ADHD, which is still on the spectrum. When people say it's not, don't Google it, because you get all sorts of things that it's just talk to someone who has it to get it, okay? That's kind of the best way. It's like I wanted to understand more about ADHD, and we'll get to why in a minute. We'll just go straight into that bit now. I wanted to understand more about it, not just to get to understand Lucas, but to see if there's anything to do with it that I could relate to, because some people said that they think I've got that as well. We'll come to that in a minute. So, going back towards the beginning of me talking to Autism Hampshire, who I hate. I'm not a big fan of you, and we're getting into that bit now. You're not waiting for that, you can have it now. Right? I gave Autism Hampshire my current address I'm at 5 times. 5 times. I am not mucking about. And I never was mucking about. I don't know how they lost my address 5 times, but every single time I gave it to them, or went to give it to them, they claimed every time that I hadn't given them the correct address. Why would I give them the wrong address? I obviously want the letter, and I obviously want to agree on a date to have this assessment, because it is something I do really want. At this point, I'm just like, right, I've had enough. It's going to get to the point where if I have to keep doing it, I'll just say, do you know what? I don't want it. I don't want this assessment. I was never going to try and diagnose myself, which people kept trying to tell me to do that. I wasn't going to do that. Do you know what I mean? No. So they asked for my number several times because they kept losing it. They're not good at keeping information. You honestly, I don't know what experience anyone has had with these people, or what experience you might have had with these people, but they really frustrate me. Like you don't understand. I don't know how I'm not swearing. I really want to, but YouTube doesn't like it, and that's okay. It's alright. So I was very stressed, and I kept thinking to myself, it's just, this year's not the year. It's not the year to happen. After several backwards and forwards, giving this again, giving that information again, I finally got my letter, and it was for today. And I thought, finally, yes, I agree on that date. So I had somebody come with me, which fabulous. I didn't have to walk or walk back, which was quite nice. It looked like it was going to be quite wet today, so, wearing a coat was a good idea. I've done that. So before the assessment, before you go, with your letter with the date and the location and how early they want you to be, 15 minutes early. I'm alright with 5 minutes early, but 15's... I've done it, okay? I did do it. So they give you over 40 questions altogether that they want you to answer. But the thing is, it's like I explained again when I was in there. It's yes or no questions. I can't just answer with a yes or no. I have to give an explanation. Why do I struggle with A, B, and C? Why is it blah, blah, blah? Do you know what I'm saying? So one of the questions was, can you understand why somebody would be upset if what you've said is gone too far? And I can't just say, yes, I can, or no, I can't. I have to explain it, And I found it really hard to answer them. And that was before answering the questions they had for me today, which was quite a few more, actually. So there are occasions where you have to... Some people have to come back and then get told. Sometimes you get told on the day. And for kids, when they're having an assessment, it's very different, so I've been told. I don't know what they put kids through, but with the adults, they ask you about your childhood, what it was like. Did you prefer to play on your own, with your own toys? Was you happy to share? What was it like at school? What schools did you go to? Were they mainstream? Were they special educational needs? And the lady asked me questions, and I had to answer with what answer it would have been as a kid and what answer I would give now. Very interesting, I will say really interesting. I actually enjoyed it. I got 2 coffees out of it. I had a burst of energy and then got really tired. And I am quite tired now, to be honest. I've had dinner. I had chili jackets, which filled me up. I couldn't finish it, but knowing me, I'll probably finish it later. You know what I'm like. Well, if you didn't, you know now, because that is what I'm like. So, obviously, you're still here thinking, well, you haven't actually told us yet. Are you autistic or are you not? The answer is that I am autistic. Shocker? Probably not. I knew I was. I just needed someone to confirm it. I'm going to get a letter in the post with the proper stamp on it. You've got it. Sure what I'm saying? So that is really good. It's not made a huge difference to me in my life. I'm still me. I still give strong opinions. I'm still really honest. A bit too honest, but that's just me. I understand myself a whole lot more, and it explains why I am the way I am. But apart from that, it's not really changed anything. I'm pleased that it went as well as it did. Everyone that was there was pleased for me. I'm pleased for me. So, honestly, the lady at the reception desk was very happy clappy, and I thought, oh my god, if they're all gonna be like this, end me now. Oh, I shouldn't say that bit at the end. I do apologise, but I don't like happy clappy. Yeah. Oh hi, Harry. Calm down, please. You're too much. But The coffee was nice. I forgot the name of the lady I spoke to, but I really have, it has gone, yeah. But no, with the ADHD, she did say to me that 70 or 77, one of the 2%, of people that are autistic tend to have ADHD as well, and they don't deal with ADHD there. It's just autism. To get the diagnosis of ADHD, because there's a chance I could possibly have it, I need to go through the doctors and get referred, and I'll have to wait possibly a year or a bit longer again, but that's okay. I feel better knowing that I know about this now. Going forward with this, when I'm having my moments in the supermarket and it's really busy and I'm struggling, it makes a lot of sense why. When I get the rage, when somebody gets where I want to go, or I let somebody pass and they don't say thank you and I get really angry, that explains a lot. I'm still going to hate supermarkets, and I'm still going to tolerate people. But, yeah, that has been my autism diagnosis journey, which has been a bloody long journey. Honestly, I hope, if you're in my shoes, that you don't go through the stress of having to give your details more than once and then them trying to make you feel like an idiot, feeling like it's your fault. Because I felt like a right idiot, thinking that I wasn't giving them the correct information, and I was. They were sending it to my old road I lived at a completely different house that I never lived in. And I don't know why they were doing that. That was another thing they were doing. And I kept saying to them, I don't live in that house. Like, I never did. I had to give them my correct birthday because they got the day after. They've got the correct birthday now, so it's all good. Yes, so that is the end of the video. I don't think there's going to be any part 2s or anything like that, apart from to let you know if I've got ADHD or not. I don't know about that one. People see traits of it, but I don't know, we will see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.